Dear students, the topic that we have to discuss is what is the purpose of life? So, as young girls and boys, you may not have thought about a question like this. In the busy schedule of our life, we may not think a thing like this. But it is a question that we should ask ourselves. So, when we get time for introspection, spend some time to think about this question. What is the purpose of my life? Is there any purpose for my life? And many thinkers and philosophers have raised this question, and they have also written books on this topic. So, one thing is certain for us: our life is a gift of God. It's a wonderful gift given to us by God. So let us be thankful to God for this wonderful gift given to us, and let us do our best to fulfill God's plan on us. So there is no doubt that life is a gift of God. So accept life with gratitude and reverence. Let us be thankful to God for giving us this wonderful opportunity of living in this world. So let us be grateful to God for this beautiful gift of life. And our life becomes meaningful only when it is lived in relation to others. This is not a gift that we should enjoy alone. It is to be shared for others. Our life is not for ourselves only. It is also meant for others. Help each other. Do our service for others. Then only it will become meaningful. So man is a social being. Man cannot think of living alone. Even in this COVID-19 scenario, we are asked for social distancing, but even in that social distancing, we try to keep ourselves together mentally. So that is why life becomes meaningful only when it is lived in relation to others. So that is the reason why life is life of sharing. Life becomes meaningful only when it is shared with others. Then success and failures are part of life. There is no life without hardship and failures. It is these failures and hardships which help us to understand the value of success. So success and failures, they are part of life. So what is the purpose of life? The first and foremost purpose of life is to fulfill God's plan. So we are all created on this universe with a purpose, and our duty is to fulfill this plan of God. As you might have studied Shakespeare's poem, All the World is a Stage, where men and women are actors. So we are all acting out the role given to us by God. So our duty is to fulfill the purpose of life. God has decided our role to play on this universe. So let us fulfill God's purpose. Only we can make this world a better world. We ourselves are responsible for making this world a better one. So make use of all the opportunities that you get to make this place a better world. For making this world a better one, we have to discover our potential. We are all endowed with great potential. So find out, discover all these potentials in us. And that will help us to make this world a better place. So you might remember the words of our President APJ Abdul Kalam. We are all born with talents. We are all born with potential. Only thing is, we have to identify these strengths in us. We have to develop these strengths. So through that we can bring changes in this universe. Identify the talents and develop the talents in you. You're all blessed with talents. God blessed you with a lot of talents. Identify them and develop the talents in you. And this is what God wants from you. So let us listen to the story of talents in Bible.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, kids. Well, you seem to be very happy.
Yeah, we are. We are on our vacation. We would like to play and enjoy.
Okay, that's great. But I didn't see you in the church last Sunday. You need to come to church and be attentive. You must grow your talents, okay?
What are talents?
Good that you asked. Let me tell you the parable of talents. But when I finish the story, you must answer my questions. Is that okay with you, kids?
Yeah.
All right. Once there was a master. He had 3 servants working under him. The master was very kind. He was wealthy. He had a very big house. One day, he got ready to go out of town for trading. He got his baggage and called the servants.
Hey, come here. Take these 5 coins. Keep them with you. Hey, come here. Take these 3 coins. Keep them with you. Here, take them with you.
The master leaves out of town. What do you think these servants would have done with the coins?
I think they would go home and meet their family.
No, I think they will go on a tour.
No, let me tell you.
I got 5 coins. I must double it. So let me start a business and double the money.
He starts a business and his money gets doubled.
Let me start a business and show my master what my talents are.
He too starts a trade and doubles the amount.
But if I start a business and if I lose the coin, okay, let me keep it safe.
He walks around, hides it.
What have you got for me? Sir, I have 10 coins. I have doubled what you have given me. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. And what you have got for me?
I have 6 coins, sir. I have doubled it with what you have given me.
Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Let me see what you got. Sir, I know you would ask back the coin, so I kept it safe all these days, and here it is. If I am that kind, then you should have given me the interest at least. And where is the interest? Throw him away from my eyes.
Okay, kids, what do you learn from this story?
God has given us talents.
That's a nice answer. And then?
He has given us talents on different areas.
Can you explain, my dear?
Let me try. God has given us more talent. Joseph can sing well, Angel can dance well, and Stephen can draw well. Whereas Margaret is good in studies. She reads a lot of books, I mean. Everyone has got their own talents.
That's a nice explanation. And what else?
And we need to develop our talents.
Hey, Stephen, you did a nice job. Come on, take a chocolate. One day, we shall all be called upon to give an account of talents entrusted to our keeping, and owe us to those who have abused the stewardship by hiding the talent away. But those who have done well, according to the power and opportunity given to them, shall be received into everlasting joy by Christ the Lord. This is said, God has given us talents on different areas and different levels. We need to develop them, right? Now get ready for prayer. Go home, come back in the evening. I will tell you another story. Bye for now.
Thank you for your lovely story.
Then learn to bloom where you are planted. You are given a space in this universe. So be happy with where you are. Don't always complain about your position. Don't be sad always thinking about your drawbacks. Try to learn to bloom where you are planted. That is one thing that we should always remember. Be happy with where you are or in what position you are. You can bloom from where you are planted. Make others happy. Be happy and let others be also happy. Then our purpose of life will be fulfilled. So we should do everything in order to make our fellow brothers and sisters happy. So as Rabindranath Tagore said, there is no need to search God anywhere because God lives in your neighbor. So try to love your neighbors, make them happy, then you will be able to find God. So let us make others happy, and through that we can make this world a happy world. We can make our life beautiful by avoiding pessimism and laziness. Remove negative thoughts from your life. Negative thoughts will not bring progress to your life. So remove all those negative thoughts, pessimistic thoughts from your life, and don't be so lazy. Laziness is another thing which takes away the beauty of life. So be energetic, enthusiastic, be optimistic. That is the step to successful, beautiful life. Also try to live in the present. Don't think about the failures of the past or don't wait for the future to come. Be happy in the present. So live in the present. In that way also you can make your life beautiful.